Hello, this lesson is going to be about area, how to calculate the area of a flat shape. Area has a formula, and that formula is to multiply the length times the length. We have the first problem here. This is a quick review, and then the students will be able to work independently in more activities like this one or more exercises like this. This is like the way how they're gonna be solving or calculating the area of a shape in a test. Let's read this. Dr. Allison is painting her name on the window of her office. She will use the area shaded in the picture for her name. It's important for every student to read carefully the instruction, not to go straight and then try to get the area. It says here, painting her name on the window of her office. She will use the shaded. Now she will use the area shaded. The area shaded is this one right here. It's not a whole rectangle. And then we have a scale here. Each square represents 1 square inch. So that means it's 1, 2, and 3. So if we count here 1, 2, 3, so we have 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3. This has 3 on this side as well. And then we go back to our formula that says area is equal to length times multiplied by the width. It will multiply 3 times 3. This is the same as adding 3 times. 3, 3, and 3. If we add 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So 3 times 3 is equal to 9. But we got here a question. Which expression shows the area in square inches of the window that will be painted? Which expression? That means it's not giving you 9 exactly. So you have to find expression or a multiplication equation that multiplied it will give you to 9. A says 3 times 3 is equal to 9. We got on here. We have to check all of them just in case there's a hidden response here. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. 9 times 4 is equal to 36. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 4, 14. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So the only equation where we find 9 is this one. So the answer correct for this is A. Next, Franco is playing with a new handheld video game. The top view of the game is shown. The top view is this one here. The shaded portion of the picture is the game. The shaded portion of the picture is the game. The screen is in the center of the shaded portion. This is the screen. Each square is equal to 1 centimeter or square centimeter. Again, the formula area is equal to length times width. Which measurement is closest to the area of the screen on Franco's video game? On the screen is the one in the center. Not a shaded. This will be 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 on the top. I'm using this square like a reference to get this. Now let's do the sides. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can say this is like a 10 times 10. Multiply 10 times 10. We know that 10 times 10 is equal to 100. I don't know why my numbers are looking like that. I'm gonna erase that. Say 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is equal to 100. So this is the area of that. That'll be in square inches. So our answer to this is right here is C. Next, what is the area of the rectangle? To find the area, remember, is to multiply length times width. This is the length here. I'm going to represent that with L, and width is with W. I'm going to use this text box because it works better. This will be the length. And on this side, we are going to be having the width. Okay, let's do it this way. Now, what we're going to do is to count how many square units are on each side. Use our marker. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 on this side. Now we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. This will be 9. I'm gonna use the text box. It's 9 times 6. 9 times 6. 9 times 6, you know that is 54. That'll be 54. That's why it's important for every student to know the times tables. So it's 54, and here is the answer for this. Next assignment, we have here everything almost done for us. We know the length and we know the width. What we do now, we just multiply. When you calculate area, you don't add, just multiply. 9 times 7. 9 times 7 is what? 63. Here is our answer, always in square inches because this is calculated in inches. Okay, here we have a few more exercises and then you will be able to work independently. Mr. Kramer tiled an area in his backyard to make a patio. Each tile is a square that is 1 foot. That'll be 1 foot. That will be our key. Each square is 1 foot long and 1 foot wide. A model of the tile patio is shown below. We can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 feet here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 feet here. All right, FT. Now what's next? We have to multiply. Area is width times length, or length times width. We can do 8 times 5 or 5 times 8. The product is the same, 40 and 40. So 16 feet is square feet. Now I'm gonna do this with you and then you can work on your own on the following exercises. This is one of the irregular figures you have to calculate the area on. The key says 1 square is equal to 1 square unit. So we count. We have to calculate length times width here because the whole thing, we can do that, I think. Let's read the problem first. Equal size squares cover the part of the rectangle shown below. So what is the area of the rectangle? So we have to calculate the whole thing. So but we know what the length, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Area is to calculate length, which is 5, times the width, which is 7, or 7 times 5, and the product is going to be the same. 7 times 5 is equal to 35. 35 square units. So the answer is here. This is the way how you calculate area. So now you're gonna be working on your own. This is your independent practice. You have to find the area here. You have to calculate the area of this rectangle and then find which of this matches the area of this here. Find the length, find the width, multiply it, and the result, you have to find one of this rectangle that can have the same as this one. Next, Michael wants to install tile on his rectangular kitchen floor. The kitchen floor is 6 yards in length and 5 yards in width. What is the area of the floor? Remember, area is to multiply length times width. Here you have 2 problems in one. Read each problem. Brent wrap a rubber band around the peg of the U-board on a model square with an area of 25 square units. So the area is 25, the whole thing. Which U-board insert the rubber band around the rectangle with an area of 25 square units. So you have to find one of this that when you multiply the length times the width is going to be equal to 25. Find one. You can pause the video and count the length and the width of any of these gear boards, and then if one is equal to 25, so that will be the right answer. Here you don't have any shape. All you see here are just words, but you have to draw. I mean, if you don't see it, so draw your rectangle. Mrs. Khan is making a rectangle quilt. Each quilt square will be 4 inches long. That will be the length. In order to buy fabric, she needs to calculate the area of the quilt. What calculation should Mrs. Khan make in order to calculate the area? The sum of the length? No, you don't do the sum when you do area. You have to get the product. Okay, but there are here 3 choices. So all I can tell that don't take the sum. Okay, I will not give you any hint on this. You have to figure out yourself. It's independent work, remember. Now we have here the same. Says which drawing shows a rug with an area of 32 square inches. Yes, a hint for you, just work on the shaded part. Which of them, when you multiply the length times the width, is equal to 32. The drawing below shows the length and width of a rectangle. We have the length 6 and we have the width, which is 8. You have to multiply this by this and then find it out what is it here. The same as this here. Gwen completely painted the top surface of a box. She painted an area that was 64. That's the total. The area was 64. Basically, what you're gonna do, you got to find one of these rectangles or squares that when you multiply them by each other, they will give you 64. Which one is it? You have to work on it. Jacob made a model of a soccer field in the shape of a rectangle as shown below. He has 10 inches length and 6 inches the width. You do what? Multiply length times width. You figure it out. A wall with the length and width shown in the figure was used to practice tennis. So 10 length, 9 width. Which expression? You have to find one multiplication, because in area you find you use multiplication. Which one is the product of these two here? So the same as this here, you have this frame or picture. The length and width of a rectangle postcard are shown below. We have length 5 inches. I mean, this is the width, this is the length. You multiply this by this, and what is it here? So good luck. Pause the video anytime. And remember, area is to multiply the length times the width or the width times the length.